Hi, I'm Ray and I teach English as you know. So in this video, what we want to do is explore what were the words used in the SEA 10 years ago? What words for spelling did students who wrote this exam in 2014, what words did they have to know and how were they assessed? Was the essay always the format that it is now? I can tell you that if you stick around long enough in the video, you realize that there's been a little bit of a change between the SEA format that we have now and the SEA that was assessed a couple years ago. So let's dive in. By the way, if you want to see the solutions for the 2025 paper, I have a playlist where I broke down the paper by sections, and you can go through each of those parts of the paper for 2025 ELA one by one. Let's get into the spelling words. In 2024, the six words assessed were referred, engagement, coordination, competency, relieve, and fascinating. And interestingly enough, in 2023, the word relieved was used as the sixth word in the text. The other five were vicious, throbbing, profusely, distressful, and courageously. In 2022, they assessed yield, absence, tributaries, fertility, desperate, and available. And I noticed that there's a fascination with that IE rule or EI rule. And what I've known and what I've told my students is that you simply have to know how to spell the words. It doesn't mean that every single word applies that I before E except after C rule. That's not a rule for every single word. You have to know how to spell the words for each word individually. In 2021, the six words assessed were popular, mischief, powerful, villain, amusing, and encourage. And in 2020, the year that shook the world, the words used were ceremony, designer, pharmacy, cashier, successful, and profusely. In 2019, they explored whether or not students could spell embarked, preferred, scenery, experienced, poisonous, and edible. And then in 2018, something dramatic happened. Well, in 2020, something dramatic happened as well. But in 2018, there was a little bit of a difference when I kept going back and I noticed in 2018 the paper looked completely different to the one we have now. So in 2018, the format of the exam assessed spelling in two different ways. And so in section B, students were required to spell the words approval and readily based on the word approve and the word ready. And then in section C, they were required to accurately spell insecticide, mussel, and grateful. In 2017, they were supposed to spell comfortable and unfortunately. And in section C, hurried, Caribbean, and government. In 2016, the words permission, qualified, and merrily were assessed. And in section C, responsible, volunteered, and cashier again. And you should go back in the video to see which year repeated cashier. In 2015, helplessly and empower were followed by cautious dictionary and occurred. And the final year for our 10-year blast from the past, personal, lazily, healthy, description, and aisle. An interesting 10-year recap. We've just went through 10 years of SEA spelling words in, 3 or 4 minutes. My name is Ryan Crosby. If you enjoyed this video, why not check out the other videos in this playlist for S.E.A ELA students and hit me up if you want to join my class. Take care of yourself and bye for now, everybody.